Landry with another bite-sized Paxful profit hack. Now I know I've been going on and on about this a lot, and I can tell a lot of you guys that I've said before, one vanilla gift cards are a lower chance of getting, canceled or scams or things like that. But there are some that try to go through, and I just want to kind of show you this really fast if you just pay attention. So, what are the things that you notice about this picture that it's kind of far out, right? Well, I'll tell you a few things that I've noticed. Uh, you see how these numbers here are faded? This means this was an actual receipt. It's an actual receipt that he might have kept for a while. Maybe some ink isn't good on the on it, or whatever the case may be. But if you see how these numbers are so dark, even from this distance, and let me go ahead and zoom in a little more. Now, do you see what I mean? How these numbers look just kind of just the way they're laid out? How everything, even the vanilla thing, looks weird, even this and things like that. High chances are this is a bad card. And sure enough, it was a bad card. I tried to use this. The guy began to, and I told him, hold on, wait. I checked the balance, double checked the balance because it just wasn't working. And I told the guy to go ahead and cancel it. And sure enough, just like all of them do, because, liars have to, believe their own lie to try to convince you. And so, I called the moderator, told them the situation. And so this is kind of a pending thing. It shouldn't be a problem. I should be able to get it. But I just want you to just look at a few things. So yeah, these are the types of things that you guys have to pay attention to, and don't get caught slacking on this stuff, okay? Like I said, these numbers look just too crisp and too clean. Now, that's not to say that they aren't, but most times I've dealt with guys who have brand new cards like this. The receipt is brand new. It's more visible. You see the ink is like still on there, and this one, and so this guy looks like he just kind of uses this same sort of picture. And watch out for guys that have things too clean and laid out. Most of the time I deal with guys that just take a picture of their seat and just kind of put it all together. This one looks like this guy had this all planned, so probably what he does is he just erases, then copies and pastes here, copies and pastes down here, and that's all he needs to do. So I just want you to kind of pay attention to things like this. Why I say over and over to be careful with these sort of things. And like I've said before, there's one thing to making profits, and there's another thing to keep those profits, right? And so just a few things to look out for. Now, you can't always spot these things, and when they happen, don't be alarmed. Block the guy, then start your dispute. Do not release the Bitcoin. You notice something's off. You kindly just tell them like, hey, I think your card's been used, this and that. And normally that's all it takes, because I send them the screenshot of the balance, and they might say, oh, okay, all right, sorry about that. And that's the end of that. Because most of the time they know the card is used because they check it themselves. But then there's the bold ones, who, especially on higher trades, I think this trade was for like 300. And so there's the bold ones, right? Who go through the trouble of this. They upload receipts where you can hardly read, hardly eligible, but this for some reason is really dark and all of that, right? And they'll be really bold about their things. And let me zoom out again so you can really see. You see how that is just bold and the rest just like hardly tell? Yeah. So, and they're pretty bold about some of the things they do. They'll push and say, no, I didn't use it. It was someone else. They try to use your words and things like that against you. So just try to understand, guys, that if you have seen my previous videos and you have all the right offer terms laid out, right? Then you're going to win it, because most of the time you have everything listed, how you want the steps and everything. And this guy already like messed up a few of those steps before we even got to that place. And so, like I said, again, double check these cards, and be aware, guys, too, that many times you'll get these cards, and if you're using it on something, there is a time period of pending. That is true. Sometimes it takes up to 15 minutes for a charge to show on this card. So a lot of times the guys will go ahead and, use the card knowing that it has 15 minutes before you can check it all day. and they know this, and those are the guys who are doing that, who you notice who are just so quick, like hurry up, release my Bitcoin, hurry, as soon as they like give you the front of the card. So just be careful of that. Never be in a rush, especially when it comes to your money, because like I said, this was a $300 trade, so that's money out of your pocket, Bitcoin lost, and things like that. So just things like that. So make sure, like I said, to just take your time. And again, you won't always spot these things. This one could just look fine. It's just I've done so many trades. Sometimes I kind of know what to expect, and I think this was like a new person too. So those are the things to be careful about. And I think this person had probably like done 109 trades or something or whatever. And usually I tell you guys this the reason why it's okay to trade up and down your trade minimum to get more action into your trades and stuff like that. But you do have to be careful for the scams out there. So again, just showing you a few things, what to look out for. Thank you guys.